Welcome back. It is day 230 of a road to 2200. We're at 2035. So I guess let's just find an opponent as per usual. And yeah, we have the white pieces. What kind of game? We have a Sicilian. Okay, we're gonna go A3. I still haven't really studied any theory, but anyways, it doesn't matter. We're gonna now transpose into like some kind of Grand Prix style attack because they didn't play the traditional knight c6. They played d6 instead. So I'm just going to go for a system that I kind of am more familiar with. They're developing in an interesting way. So I could even consider playing like bishop e2 and locking the bishop in. But I don't really want to play that way. I could just get rid of the bishop, to be honest, and then play d3. Castles, life is good. Yeah, we're going to just capture and castle. And then we'll play d3. Okay, we don't see castles. So it looks like they want to expand. I'm considering a4. And yes, that means that I wasted tempo, but whatever. I could even... we don't really need to go for this setup where we play queen e1 because there's no actual attack. And if I go here, there's always like knight here. Queen steps up, maybe. But yeah, I can do this if I want to. I can also try for something in the center, but I don't really want to, start opening up things. I'm going to go a4. I think it makes sense to not let them go there. And now I think queen e1 does make sense. Just maybe trying to rotate the queen over with ideas of jumping the knight in or something. They want to go here. It's not the end of the world. So if I go here, they have knight takes. Don't love that. So I'm thinking I go knight or queen here if they attack me. Can move over, and then if they commit something like this, it's probably not great. Then I'm thinking of ideas like g4, knight back, and then maybe f5 if takes. They're not going to want to open it up. So let's go ahead and bring our queen out. Intuitively, I think this is a move that some people might want to play. Okay, instead they just move the king. Fair enough. Jumping the knight in seems pretty logical to me. And then if they were to attack me, I could pin. With ideas of pushing the pawn. So let's bring the knight forward. Now this pawn is kind of like, you can't really move it. So now this is pinned. And there's no way to attack my knight or my queen with your knight. You can push, but then I'm going to play f5. And that feels relatively good for me. Yeah, so they go there. I mean, I pretty much have to go back. Unfortunately, I do just have to go back. But now maybe there's ideas of f5. If pawn takes, I can take here. Pawn takes, maybe not. Okay, knight comes in. So there's an attack on this pawn. I don't really care too much. You're here. I could also play for this. Takes. They're going to want to take. Here, if pawn takes, I just take back. Here, they don't have to respond. They can move the knight somewheres. I mean, they could go here, takes. I'm gonna play e5. They can take the pawn if they want. I'm not really too concerned about all of that business. Maybe rook lift is incoming. And then I want to open this up. Yes, they do go there. But maybe actually we're going to play knight here. Maybe that's the way. Keep the pieces on the board. Takes. If I play f5, pawn takes. No, we don't have f5 there. Here they're going to take with the pawn attacking the... No, they can't actually. They have to take with the knight. So I take, they have to take with the knight. Maybe that's actually pretty good. That would blunder the queen, so I actually don't mind that. I could go here, but then they just improve the knight. I can also just play c4 or c3, just holding everything together. I also want to move the knight, but I think c3 makes some sense. Just stopping the knight from coming back to a good square. Just controlling some space, and if they take here, I'll probably take with the knight. Because I want to open up the rook. That is what I want. My opponent's also playing insanely quick. One thing I've noticed about my play is I'm very slow compared to everybody at my level. And that might be a little bit of, you know. Okay, we're just going to capture that. It might be a little bit of me trying to commentate my play as well, but it's hard to say. So I'm going to move the knight so that I can potentially bring the rook up and potentially even play f5. But more so, yeah, they just capture. Fair enough, but now, I mean, this seems pretty good. You can try to go here, but I probably... They're locking it down? I could take en passant. Rook takes... I don't want to take en passant, though. The bishop's going to be a problem, though, if not. But I think this makes sense. Let's just rook lift. They're going to try and open this side of the board up, but I don't think I'm that concerned. My bishop sucks, but we control this file. If they go here, we kind of have to take, unfortunately. Don't I? And I could go here, but then they play like rook a2, start putting a lot of pressure. But maybe rook b1 would be the way if they challenge the rook. Yeah, we have a question to answer. Because if I take, play rook here, they're going to play rook a1. And I don't have any attack. So I think rook b1 is kind of needed. I don't want to trade. I didn't want to give up that file, but it is what it is. And then we can go here, threatening the pawn. You don't really have a great way of protecting the pawn except for king here. And then maybe I have queen. No, I don't. Okay, we're going g4. We want to open this up and be able to push the pawns. There's always tension here too. Yeah, they go there first. But now I take and this is opened. And capture. I'll just take. Or captures takes. Okay. Takes. Takes. We threaten the pawn. This is a target. Yeah, so we just take. And then take on g4. Then we got to see this. Yeah, so they do. I have a check. Here. I guess if I go here, I can maybe play for this. Just giving them this square. But they can't actually take because of check. So I'm going to go here. I'm not so sure how great this actually is. But this pawn's not able to be taken. Oh, it can be because they have queen here. Instead, they go there. Can I give a check to start? They're trying to checkmate me. I might have to step back like this. No, then there's queen here. I think I have to play queen g2. I guess I could throw in the check and then play this move. Okay, we have to give a check. And then play queen e2. Stop the checks. Knight is hanging. Knight here. This is now protected. They can take as well. 2 minutes to 5. Not great. Okay, captures. We're just going to take back real quick. This could be a problem if we get to trade all the pieces. Knight here. Maybe we play knight d2 or bishop d2. They can also go for like some kind of trade if they want, but... Oh, the rook is hanging. Ooh. Oh, I missed a fork. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Shoot. Yeah. That's very unfortunate, I must say. Okay. Let's push, check, king back, I guess. We're just completely lost. Ooh, that was rough. Very, very rough. Sad life. We're gonna resign. Opponent played with a 92. I played with an 85. Yeah. All is good. Jump the knight in. We didn't really need to jump the knight in. Best move here is just to protect the pawn. Fair enough. Takes. And then I just didn't want them to come in. And here, I guess the best move is just to go here, and then they'll play this. Kind of tough. We should have took en passant, apparently. Rook takes. And then just develop the bishop, connect the rooks. Yeah, and then here it wanted us to take, but I didn't want to take, and then, I don't know. What do you have to go here? What about this? I guess you can just go bishop or rook back. And finally takes. They're just winning. This was a very nice move by my opponent. And then here it just wanted me to sack the bishop to open up anything here. Well, actually, they can't take back. Oh, right. Well, I overlooked that. And then we blundered the fork, and it's just GG. Let's play another one. Very well played by my opponent. Okay, we have a Caro-Kann. Hopefully we can break the losing streak. That'd be very, very nice. Okay, we have maybe Tartakower? If they take Tartakower? Or maybe they're going to play the main line? No. Tartakower. Okay, beautiful. So, we're going to bring out our bishop, pin, castle. Life is good. This is exactly what we want. Castles, castles, rook e8, knight here, all the plans. If they ever go here, we're going to come back. Potential pawn cube. Let's occupy that. This can become a target, but it's fine. Knight here. And I guess they're saying they can take. They want. What about just rook here? Just protect. If you take here, you damage your pawn structure. So the knight's probably going to move back. I could have also brought the bishop to e6, but I don't really want to do that. And I don't think you want to take here. Yeah. Wait, what about just going g5? I guess then you can attack me? But I just take. Yeah, that should be pretty good. We just play g5. You either go back and damage your pawn structure, or you do this whole counterattack thing where you attack me, but I'm just going to sack the bishop. Because now you take, I take. We just want a pawn. Move the king over, bring the queen. Something like that. We could even consider takes and putting the bishop here. Believe it or not, that looks pretty strong. Okay, but instead they decide to cut me off. That makes sense. If I go here, they're going to move their king, so on this they can go here. Okay, I have to do something. I think I need to just attack here. I don't think they have any kind of like takes, check, king here ideas. Yeah, queen back, so there's a threat of check. So I think I need to play this. Which also just opens this up as well. We can't allow the check because that would be checkmate. So that's why they could sack the bishop. For anybody wondering. Now the bishop's probably going to stay along this diagonal, I would assume. Oh, but queen in. What? I guess they want this. I can play knight back. Check, I have g6. So let's go ahead and do that. Of course, they can start taking some pawns if they wish. And maybe we're not doing so hot. Nice find by them, sacking the bishop twice. But if they do something fancy now, like moving, I'm just going to play here. Because knight here, you're not going to win. Ooh. Well, no, because the rook would open up. Okay, bishop goes back now. Yes, sir. Very logical. Pawn's attacked. I don't really see a way to protect the pawn. I also might have had takes, and check at one point. Not anymore, obviously. If I go here, they take, maybe. But then maybe check. It's tricky. I guess I probably just want to develop my knight. Let's just develop the knight. Put the knight on a square, block everything up. They can capture if they wish. But I guess I'm kind of threatening to go knight here in a sense. Not really, because, yeah, there's some problems to it. Could play bishop back with the intent of this. Yeah, just with the intent of bringing the queen up, activating the other rook, potentially. They capture. I don't think I have intermezzo because they can take with check. So if they capture, I'll just take back. But we'll see. See what they come up with. Time is equal. This is a very interesting position. They have 3 attackers. I have enough defenders, but it's still tricky. And traditionally, you want to take towards the center, but okay, they go there. But I was just planning to play this, and they can't take. So let's just bring the queen up, threaten checkmate. Do they have bishop here? No. This. I guess maybe then I take first. Yeah, but don't I just take, and then take? Bishop takes, I take here. Yeah, I think we just capture and then capture here. Queen's attacked. Yeah, we just go like this. They can force a oh. Oops. That was bad. Okay. Yeah, this was right. But we needed to play this. If they just step back. Oh, you can tempo the queen. Missed that. Yeah, obviously. Queen here, you take, you get checkmated. Shoot. This is a blunder. Check. I thought check, I just block. Oh, but then they're just getting in. You have to sack. And then you have to sack the... Yeah, you're just cooked. Okay, so we just completely missed everything. And here... Sad life. Oops. Well, the losing streak continues. I'll see you tomorrow.